Hello and welcome to this line exploration for gate 22, the gate of grace, the gate of openness. And here the first line is called second class ticket. We know that the first line sets the tone for the entire hexagram. It's the essential nature of the hexagram. And so we find that the foundation of grace and openness is the second class ticket. The 22nd gate is the gate of attentiveness. Imagine a scenario where you have a romantic couple. You have the 12th gate and the 22nd gate sitting together at a little cafe table, and the 12 is talking, and they're sitting very close, and their eyes are locked on each other. And there's a tone of voice. There's a kind of soft murmur going around. Doesn't matter what's going on around them because they're totally oblivious to that. They're just listening to each other. And the 12 is talking and the 22 is totally attentive, taking it all in. And then maybe they'll take turns at that. That's the grace mechanism at work. And that's the absorption for the other and of the other. Individuality is very acoustic, and this channel represents the ear and the frequency of the tone of the voice. So it's like acoustic and then some, acoustic plus, or go large with the acoustic. Oh, yes, okay. If you want to have a love affair with an individual, you're going to have to sweet talk them because words matter to the individual, and the tone of voice matters even more. And the right background music matters. If you have the right tone of voice, it's going to help you. It doesn't matter what you say, but it really is that tone and that frequency that comes through your words. If there is no attentiveness, there is no mutation. There is no awakening of the human spirit coming from the 55, and not unless the 22 is willing to be the one who empowers the attentiveness. If the stranger goes out into the world without the attentiveness, the mutation cannot take place because there's nobody who's going to listen. The exaltation says the ability to accept and enjoy a subordinate position. The emotional awareness to enjoy a subordinate position. The individual is the freak. They are always on the outside. And the moment that the individual claims a first-class ticket, they're going to be thrown off the train. You can't just do that as an outsider. No, you have to come in like a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's what it's all about. You come in, and then once you're settled, you can rip the mask off, and then you can mutate people. That's how it works. And in the detriment, it says the inevitable humiliation that comes with claiming a first-class ticket. No, claiming a first-class seat when you have a second-class ticket, where the emotional energy challenges the awareness and can result in humiliation socially. Ra said that he met people who had done exactly this, and they are always caught because it's not their place. It's not their job. This is such a key for the 22nd gate. Without them, there's no public platform for mutation, and yet their role is that so often they are the ones who do not get any credit for what they do. If the emotional system is not exactly in its right position, its right wave environment, its right happiness environment, the individual is instantaneously rejected. That's it. Game over. They're different. And neither the collective nor the tribe particularly wants to have to deal with the individual. So the only way that they get access to you is when the environment and the timing is correct. And the correct timing is being yourself, entering in according to your type, your definition, your authority. And this is a first line, of course. We're dealing with a low trigram here, and this first line doesn't really know that there's a 12 at the other end. So the grounding for the sun in gate 22 we know is coming from the earth in gate 47. And the first line is called taking stock. The lifetime learning here reads the ability in times of hardship to concentrate on eradicating the negative factors that have led to oppression. Goodness me, I'm getting it all wrong, aren't I? Oppression. The abstract circuit is deeply related to the solar plexus, and to the emotional system. There is, in that sense, no truth in the now for the abstract mind. There is only the transitoriness of ideas. There is only the sense of things rather than the truth of things. And that can be a hardship. There's no stability in that. Having a second-class ticket and not understanding the mechanism behind that can also be a hardship and can feel like an oppression. So although the abstract 47 and the individual 22 look as though they may be uneasy companions, they do have things in common that can provide some support. So the moon is still in gate 12. We still have the whole channel of openness active as the sun is joining Saturn in 22. At 13:22, the moon moves into gate 15, the G center gate of extremes, the gate called modesty. And it is one of the love gates, the love of humanity. And because we live in a duality, we have the or not. Gate 15 can lead us into experiencing the extremes of life, and it can also lead us into finding the balance between the extremes. And next we have gate 52 at 23:22. This is the root gate of stillness and inaction. It is keeping still mountain. It's a format gate for the logical circuit. It is in a channel with gate 9, or when it is in a channel with gate 9, it brings the qualities of focus and concentration. When it's on its own, it brings the possibility for stillness, but that root center is a motor and it's a pressure center. So that stillness can also translate into restlessness and into boredom, because of course we have the duality again. So thank you very much for joining me for this first line. We move into the second line tomorrow. I shall be back for that. And until then, as always, go gently.